Good afternoon. I really want to talk to you a little bit today about something that's kind of laying on my heart and our plans for the coming year. There's hardly a day goes by that I'm not reminded about how tremendously blessed I am. As I drive past into town every day, there's indigenous groups that are kind of camped along the side of the road that work near the farms and things. And I learned recently that the national wage for a big farm is $1.94 an hour, or maybe $20 a day. Some of the workers that work in the expat communities around, they get a liberal $30 a day. There are people I know that they spend more than that at Starbucks in a week than what these people earn in a day. And it really makes me stop and think how tremendously blessed I really am. Panama is a country of tremendous contrast. Each day I'm surrounded by tremendously immense beauty. There's the mountains all around me. There's the beautiful beaches and the sunrises that are there. There's the most diverse plant and wildlife that you could ever imagine. And hardly a day goes by I look out my window and I see Mount Volcan. I look out in my yard and I see these tropical plants that are just stunning, and I am so tremendously blessed. But I also look around and I see the people struggling to get by and provide for their families. I see the poverty, I see the hardship, I see the workers who are just scraping by, trying to keep food on the table for their families. And when I think about those things, it makes me realize why we came to Panama and what a tremendous responsibility we have. And really, that's what I want to talk about to you in this video is our goals and our plans and what we want to accomplish. In our first year in Panama, we were really, really blessed in that we had a lot of little projects and things that we were able to do. We came alongside a couple of the churches, and we've been involved in some of the work there. There's some of the poorer schools in the region that we've been able to participate with, providing help with the food program and other things going on in those schools. There's individual families that we've gotten to know that have had struggles and challenges, and we've been able to work with them. But we also see that we're just kind of really putting a Band-Aid on the problem, and there's a lot more that needs to get done. To accomplish the things that we really hope and dream to accomplish, our long-term goal is to build a Bible and vocational institute. And it's really kind of a simple concept. What we want to do is get a little piece of land, build a small building where we can have classes in. And one part of the program will be a Bible training center, and in that we hope to work with the local churches in training leadership, helping them so they can establish elders and deacons and leadership in the local congregations. We want to train men for ministry so that they can go out and they can plant churches in the West and they can have a difference in the community there. And finally, we just want to help to grow people in the faith. The other side of that is that we want to have a vocational institute where people can study welding, they can study basic construction and plumbing, maybe cosmetology, bicycle repair. Lots of local trades that will help them to provide for a better living and a better life that we're here. And the concept is pretty simple in the regard that if you're in the Bible Institute and you're taking Bible courses and you're studying for ministry or something along those lines, you're required to spend a day a week in the vocational school. And the goal of that is so that you can learn a trade and that you can be self-supporting and self-sufficient in your ministry wherever you want to go. It's something that you can take with you, and so that we don't have foreign workers in foreign countries living off of U.S. support or foreign support for the rest of their lives. As far as the vocational school goes, you're also required to attend Bible class each week and to go to chapel, and in that way we hope to introduce the gospel to these individuals and to help prepare them for eternity. It's a simple plan, but we believe it's an effective one that will change the lives of people, that will make this world a better place, and it meets our primary objective, and that is to help these organizations become self-supporting, self-governing, and self-propagating. By self-supporting, we mean that the schools and the organization will be able to generate its own income and be self-sufficient in a period of about 3 years. By self-governing, we mean that we'll train up local leaders that will oversee, direct, and lead the school into the future. And by self-propagating, we'll be going out into the community and teaching people the gospel and bringing people to Christ and help grow the school and grow the churches at the same time. To accomplish this, we need to raise somewhere between $35,000 and $50,000 between the end of 2025. And that's where we're reaching out to you and we need your help. We're asking you to stop and consider as you look at your end of year giving. We're asking you to go to your churches and talk to them and see if they can help in reaching the initial goal that will allow us to go out and find a piece of land and begin the first steps in accomplishing these goals. By the end of 2026, we estimate we're going to need to raise about $150,000 to really get this off the ground the way we want to. Now, on the surface, to a lot of people, that may sound like a lot of money, but think of it this way. You're looking at a program where you're not eternally investing in foreign missions. You're creating a self-sustaining entity that's going to be overseen, run, operated within the country by local individuals so that they can move forward and not forever be dependent on others. We need your help. We want you to share this video with your elders, with your mission committee, with your friends, with other people who might be willing to contribute. And if you go to our website, and I'll put all that information in a link at the bottom of this video, I'll put it on our YouTube page, I'll put it in our social media. You can go and you can look at the plans and you can see what our goals are and what we're wanting to accomplish. But look at it this way. If we reach our goals and objectives by the end of 2029, we'll have this program up and running, it'll be functioning, and it'll be self-sustaining. And we won't be coming back knocking on your door every year saying, help us, help us, help us. We'll have created a self-supporting, self-governing, self-propagating organization. But again, to make that happen, we need your help now. We need you to share this information with others. But most importantly, we need your prayers. We need you to know that you're praying for us. Ephesians tells us that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or imagine. But it also says in that passage, through the power that works through us. It's going to take us in partnership with God to make these things happen. So we ask for your help. We ask for your prayers as we move forward. Thank you, and God bless.